Hello students. Earlier we have discussed about tropical evergreen forests, tropical deciduous forests, tropical thorn forests and scrubs. Today we are going to discuss about montane forests and mangrove forests. Montane forests are found where there are mountains. So as we go up, the temperature decreases and that brings change in the natural vegetation. These forests are found mostly in the southern slopes of the Himalayas and places having high altitude in southern and northeastern India. From equator to tundra region, that is near poles, there is a change in the pattern of natural vegetation. The wet, temperate type of forests are usually found between height of 1000 to 2000 meters. Evergreen broad leaves, trees such as oak and chestnuts are commonly found there. Between 1500 and 3000 meters, temperate forests containing coniferous trees like pine, deodar, fir, spruce, cedar are found. At high altitudes, generally more than 3600 meters above sea level, temperate forests and grasslands give way to the alpine vegetation. The common animals found in these forests are spotted deer, wild sheep, jack, rabbit, yak, snow leopard, bear, sheep and many more. So now students will discuss about mangrove forests. These forests are found near coastal areas with tides. Mud and silt get accumulated on such coasts. In these forests you will find plants with roots submerged under water. They are usually found in the deltas of the river Ganga, Brahmaputra, Mahanadi, Krishna, Godavari and Kaveri. In the Ganga Brahmaputra delta, Sundari trees are found which provide durable hard timber. Palm, coconut, agar are also grown in some parts of the delta. Royal Bengal tiger is the famous animal found in these forests. Turtles, crocodiles, snakes are also found in these forests. Now students, we will discuss about the wildlife. Like its flora, India is also rich in its fauna. It has approximately 90,000 animal species. The country has about 2,000 species of birds. There are 2,546 species of fish, which account for nearly 12% of the world's stock. It also shares between 5 to 8% of the world's amphibians, reptiles, and mammals. The elephants are the most majestic animals among the mammals. They are found in the hot, wet forests of Assam, Karnataka, and Kerala. One horned rhinoceros are the other animals which live in swampy and marshy lands of Assam and West Bengal. Arid areas of the Rann of Kutch and the Thar Desert are the habitat for wild ass and camels. India is the only country in the world that has both tigers and lions. The natural habitat of the Indian lion is the Gir forest in Gujarat. Tigers are mostly found in the forests of Madhya Pradesh, the Sundarbans of West Bengal, and the Himalayan region. Students, Ladakh's freezing high altitudes are a home to the yak and shaggy horned wild ox. In the rivers, lakes, and coastal areas are found turtles, crocodiles, and gharials. Bird life in India is also colorful. Peacocks, ducks, cranes, pigeons are some of the birds found in the forests and wetlands of the country. Every species has a role to play in the ecosystem, hence, conservation is essential. But human beings are exploiting all these resources. The ecosystem has been disturbed. About 1,300 plant species are endangered and 20 species are extinct. Quite a few animal species are also endangered and some have become extinct. Now, what are the main causes for this major threat to the nature? They are hunting by greedy hunters for their commercial purposes, pollution due to chemical and industrial waste, acid deposits, reckless cutting of the forest to bring land under cultivation. These are also responsible for the imbalance. Now, in order to protect the flora and fauna of the country, the government has taken many steps. We'll discuss about these steps now. 14 biosphere reserves have been set up in the country to protect flora and fauna. 4 out of these, the Sundarbans in the West Bengal, Nanda Devi in Uttar Pradesh, Gulf of Mannar in Tamil Nadu, and the Nilgiris, have been included in the World Network of Biosphere Reserves. Financial and technical assistance is being provided to many botanical gardens by the government since 1992. Project Tiger, Project Rhino, Project Great Indian Bustard, and many other eco development projects have been introduced. 89 national parks, 490 wildlife sanctuaries, and zoological gardens are set up to take care of these natural heritage. So, students, we all must realize the importance of the natural ecosystem for our survival.